Hi everybody! I'm in my pajamas right now. It is Saturday today and I wanted to show you what I'm doing today. I am gonna try to attempt on making a little sculpture. I got inspired by a few people on YouTube and I couldn't help it. I fell in love with Super Sculpey. Look at all of these. Look at all of this. I just went overboard. I just bought so many. I'm trying to make a little sculpture, so this is what I have so far. A little figurine sculpture. This is like its little bones. And I'm gonna put clay all over it. So hopefully I don't butcher this. So I got my little figurine. I worked on this yesterday and Kenny drilled 2 holes so it can stand in there. I also went and I bought like a whole bag full of all these tools. Look at all these tools. These are all tools. Do you see how excited I am? And then I got some glue, bacon bun. This is how I made the wire thing. And then you put aluminum on this, and then I added tape to bulk it up some more. Now I'm about to put some clay on here, and then you bake it. I know, it's so scary. I hope I don't ruin this. I'm gonna be so sad. This is very intimidating, but I gotta start. I gotta try. Wish me luck, you guys. I hope I can do a good job.
I started working on my figurine early January, which is why you see some leftover Christmas decorations in this video. This project took me a month to create, only working on it in the weekends, so really, it took me about 12 days to create this. It was kind of intimidating adding clay onto the aluminum skeleton. The YouTubers make it look so easy. But eventually, I started getting used to it.
Today is day 2 and I'm still working on this freaking body. I haven't even started on Kenny's head yet. What do you think? I put some details in there and I gave him a butt. What do you think? Now I am going to make some back pockets for him so it's not so empty. These are supposed to be jogger pants, by the way.
It was really fun making the pockets and creating the little wrinkles on the pants. I love adding fun little details like that. I don't know if you can tell, but I was watching a movie while working on it. Can you guess the movie? Let me know in the comments if you do. But the one thing that has been so challenging for me is creating the hands. Ugh, you'll see what I mean. I felt like I spent such a long time working on them. I kept working on them and I felt like it looked so stupid. And I was so scared that the fingers were too thin and it would break off. I had to look at a bunch of videos online to see how other YouTubers were creating hands. And they all just flew by it like it was nothing. Are you kidding me? I hope I get there one day. Eventually, I somehow made decent hands that I liked. What do you think? Did I do a good job? It was time to glue the hands together, but I first had to cut the length of the arms because they were too long. It was also a little bit of a challenge trying to glue the hands to the arms and stick them together. I was scared that the hands would somehow fall off. I used bacon bond just to really make sure they stick. I also messed up putting the hands facing to the front. It looks so weird. I don't know what I was thinking. I was so focused on gluing the hands together and making sure the thumbs were facing the right way that I wasn't even thinking that no one really stands that way with their hands like that. His hands should have been more towards the side of his legs. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if you understand what I mean, but yeah. So it kind of bugs me, but it's okay. Time to bake. I figured bake the body first and then work on the head. You know what I mean? Not bad. On to the head we go. I first crumble some aluminum and roll it into a ball. Once it got a good size, that seemed to be a good head shape, I added some clay around the ball to cover the aluminum. By using foil to create the shape of your project, Then covering the shape with clay, you are ensuring the thickness of the clay is more uniform and it cures evenly when baked. The only warning I give is to make sure you don't trap air bubbles between the foil and the layer of clay. I was so scared that my sculpture was going to crack or break since I worked so hard on it. Moving on to my project. I worked on the nose, which was both fun and challenging. Not all noses are alike, and I found myself creating a nose that looked more like Kenney's father than himself. The biggest challenge I faced while creating this project was making the mouth. I previously mentioned that the hands were difficult, but the mouth turned out to be an even greater challenge. It's hard for me to draw or sculpt guys, especially when it comes to creating lips. They often end up looking feminine instead of masculine, and I'm not sure why. Is anyone else facing this issue, or is it just me? Despite some initial struggles, Kenney's mouth turned out okay in the end. It may look a little funny, but that's fitting because he sometimes makes funny faces when he's trying to be silly. Next up, the ears. I created them after I baked the head. Unfortunately, I forgot to add the ears before baking, so gluing them onto the head was a bit nerve-wracking because I was afraid that it would fall off. I mean, wouldn't you be scared too? To make matters worse, I made the ears too large for the head, so I used a Dremel tool to sculpt and reduce their size. Fortunately, I did not film the process, but using the Dremel was a lot of fun. After that, I began painting the entire body white as a base coat, since the body is gray in color. I was very excited to begin painting the sculpture. I used two colors, a flesh tint and an off-white, and blended them together. The result was fantastic. What do you think? Then I got even more excited and asked Kenney to cut some of his hair so I could attach it to my doll. Kenney thought I was making a voodoo doll, which was funny. So he did his best and gave me some of his hair from his beard. What a gentleman.
I'm not doing this. This is stupid.
Come on. I need it from my doll.
So dumb.
Look at that great piece of hair that Kenney gave me. I used tacky glue to attach the hair to the face. I'm still trying to determine the best glue to use with polymer clay. If you guys know, please leave it in the comments below. I definitely need help. Tacky glue worked well for this part, but attaching the actual hair to the head was a challenge. More on that later. Then, I drew some eyebrows for Kenney and added pupils to his eyes. It was a bit intimidating drawing the eyes because I was afraid that the pupils would look uneven. I wish that I had some resin to make the eyes stand out, but unfortunately, I do not have any. I will have to purchase that next time. Finally, I decided to paint his jogging pants black. Are you kidding me? You're laughing at this? I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Also, it sucks.
Mini me. What's up, dude? You got the same nose as me.
I initially purchased some doll hair from Amazon, but it came with a bulky thread at the top, which I thought was okay until I glued it onto the head and realized that it was too bulky. I had to cut the thread off the hair, use glue to attach the hair together, and wait for it to dry. Unfortunately, the glue took a long time to dry and it wasn't strong enough to hold the hair in place. As a result, I had to add even more glue to the head, which made it look unnatural and covered in too much glue. In the future, I will choose a different type of glue and use less of it. Be more patient and avoid any threads on the hair. Additionally, towards the end, the hair was sticking out, which was very annoying to look at. I used a small steamer to steam the hair a bit, which flattened it and made it look great.
This is what 87-year-old Kenney looks like. Still rocking.
Oh my god. I had a challenging time adding hair to the top of the scalp. Can you see the amount of glue I had to use? Do you understand my predicament now? Once I had glued all the hair, I trimmed it to the desired length. Here is the final result. What do you think? I know it doesn't look exactly like Ken, but it was so much fun creating it. I'm eager to make another version of the doll, which will be even better. At least I hope so. Well, you guys, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed me creating little Ken doll. What do you guys think? Does it look like Kenney? Kinda. We will see you in our next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.